Hello again guys, welcome back. This is Comic Kid here again, and I have another spoiler heavy comic review for you guys. Now, I say spoiler heavy, but in all honesty it's just the first issue. There's not that much I can spoil for the whole series, but I do want to put a spoiler heavy tag in the title just in case. Some of the information I'm about to share with you guys you may or may not want to know going into it, and so I do want to say that if you do not want any spoilers for tomorrow's Batman and Catwoman series by Tom King, then I would stop this video and come back to it at a later time. But like with Three Jokers, I was able to get an advance copy of the first issue, and I just figured I'd share some of my thoughts on it for you guys. But again, this is going to include some spoilers, so don't watch it if you don't want to know. Now, right out of the gate, I feel like this is a truly solid issue. Like, I've always been a fan of how Tom King spins the whole Batman and Catwoman dynamic, and he really kind of hits it home in this one as well. Granted, it is just the first issue. There's a lot of room for improvement. There's a lot of room for him to still make mistakes. I know a lot of people still didn't like his run on Batman overall, but I did feel as though it was a very, very solid start to a series that's going to highlight just the two and their relationship. Now, for a bit of background, the series did kind of change from King's original plan. He's since said that it kind of exists outside of continuity, so we're not sure quite yet just exactly how canon some things are gonna be and not be and stuff like that. But at the moment, I don't really care. It's just the first issue, and already you get that it's gonna take place like all across a bunch of different timelines for the couple and like their past, present, and future. And so King does have a lot of different options to tie it back to continuity itself. That said, there's also a really wide cast in the first issue alone. He actually sets up kind of a new dynamic between Catwoman and Joker, especially in the future timeline, so I'm very curious to see how that goes. And one of the biggest things he does, and probably the most important and spoilery thing in the whole first issue, is that he actually canonizes the events of Mask of the Phantasm. He does set up kind of a subplot with Andrea, but in a conversation that she has with Bruce, you get the sense that, oh, the events of Mask of the Phantasm happened at least in this universe, so whether or not the series overall is canon remains to be seen, but to some degree King has canonized Mask of the Phantasm. Now, with everything said, I do want to mention that you still have a lot of questions coming out of this first issue alone. Obviously, you know King likes to do that. He's just setting up. We still have 11 more issues of this, and so there's still gonna be a lot to unpack overall in this series as it moves forward. So don't go into it being like, oh, this is clearly where the story is going to go, or anything like that. It's just the first issue, and I honestly hate judging series by their first issues, but I honestly felt as though this one were incredibly strong. I would highly encourage you guys to check it out, at least the first issue. Like, it has been phenomenal. Like, it is off to a phenomenal start in my opinion. But it is a shorter video for you guys today. Like, I don't have much to really say about it aside from the fact that I enjoyed it. And personally, I think it's really refreshing to have King back on Batman. As you guys know, I've always been a fan of Batman and Catwoman, and so like seeing them two together, like I can't get enough of it. And because I think King writes them so well, it's just a very solid start to what is hopefully going to be a very solid series. But that's it for you guys today. Feel free to let me know what y'all think of the issue down in the comments section below. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you all again real soon.